Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to Davis. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be third down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in a short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall.
On the fake, they snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Applewhite. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
It's caught downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Right on the money. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the ground with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick completion on the out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. To the air. It's Applewhite. Blasted as he lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride Davis here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They go right back to him. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Got it set up on the outside. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gets the back moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have. 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab down the middle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this thing's turning into a route. It's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Caught close to the marker, it's Farmer. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you can tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Jacobs. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Moulton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Clemson now operating in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll go to the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws for the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong when sometimes QBs miss and it's an incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go on top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Thanks to grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Applewhite. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Second down coming up.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got him in the flat. Breaks the tackle. Turns it on in midfield. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.